Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra. Last time we finally dealt with what was his name again? I don't know. I don't remember his name. The Arquid guy. Anyways, we dealt with that guy. And now we are gonna go ahead into round five versus Julius. Let's go on ahead and deal with that guy.
避けようのない死、逃げようのない終わり。結末を前にしたとき、本質は現れる。祈りも救いも不要。戦いは今日、ここで終わる。その狭間で、どうか見せてほしい。かつてそうであったように。人間のすべてが、絶望の中で光を見出せるのかを。
Week 5. Only 8 people remain. Again, somehow I was able to win. More accurately, I somehow managed to stay alive. That was the most powerful opponent I've faced up until now, and being asked who I was shook me a little. However, with support of my servant and Rani, I was able to realize I was only going for I can only go forward. Even if my only reason for doing so is that I fear death. I have a servant to fight for me, and a beautiful, talented girl to help me. For now, I need to forget about my past and just continue all forward as a master. The next combatants will be announced in the second floor bulletin board. Anyways, let's get this over with. The good old bulletin board with that all too familiar white sheet of paper. This time, I won't even have to look at the name to know who my opponent is. The moment I walked in, I was assaulted by the murderous aura I associated with the man. Hey, Julius. His cold, callous eyes radiate a predatory gaze. None of the other masters tried to intimidate me quite like this. My skin prickles like thousands of invisible needles have struck the nape of my neck and my chest. You're not flinching, you've improved. That's what makes wizards so special. They can make extreme progress in such a short period of time. As the man walks towards me, the air grows more oppressive with each step until I can hardly breathe. But that ends now. He whispers in my ear as he passes, close enough to touch my shoulder. The Holy Grail will be Leo's. There will be no deviation from this course. And off he goes. Unable to look, unable to breathe, I wait until his malevolent presence to slowly fade as he walks away. Check, he probably doesn't realize how uncool he is. Guess his annoyance brings me back to reality. Guess he doesn't have any idea that he's a big walking cliché. Don't worry about him, Master. You're way stronger and cooler than he is. Thanks, Gasser. Always with a positive mindset. As soon as I arrive at the nurse's office, I tell Ronnie about my next opponent. When I tell her I will be fighting against Julius, Ronnie's jaw tightens slightly. Julius Belkish Harway. The Black Scorpion, an assassin for the Harway family. I wonder how Ronnie knows how much about Julius. After seeing the apprehensive look on my face, Ronnie continues her explanation. I'm afraid I can't tell you any of the details, but he is known to strike from the shadows to protect the scion of his family, Leo Harway. Like a scorpion, his sting is sharp and his poisons brings about a certain death, almost certain death. Recalling the foreboding sense of death sends a chill racing down my spine. It'd be accurate to say that, as an opponent, he's on an entirely different level. Even with extensive preparation, you still may fall short of being able to face him. Therefore, I have decided that I will help you. My health has returned, so if you have any questions or concern, please do not hesitate to ask me. Electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. The primary cipher key has been generated. I find myself recalling Julius's hollow, vacant stare. My opponent is a real assassin. One mistake and I might as well cut my own throat and save him the trouble of doing it for me. But I can't worry about that now. I have to go to the arena and find my first trigger. Anything else? I will help you as far as I'm able. That's why I know you will win, Hakuno. Hey, Sakura. Ranni is always so polite, isn't she? She's the light. Yeah, right. You can't think it's the Matrix. Might as well take a bit of a look there. Nothing new. Just the usual stuff. Let me see. We don't have any levels. No, we don't. And for now, let's go and let me see. What else can we do? We can talk to Toko and so I guess we can do that. Let's go ahead and talk to Toko. Almost against my will, I find myself wanting to ask these sisters another question. Both of them seem to be extremely powerful magi, but why does the Seraph allow their existence? Ah yes, me and the Oxygen Thief. Unlike us, your masters entered through a specific gateway. As you're here for the Holy Grail War, you can only access specific parts of the Moon Cell. It's a little different for us. We're not here for the Holy Grail, but for the Moon Cell's network. In exchange for access to the network, we agreed to assist the masters competing for the Grail. But until someone wins the damn thing, we're stuck here the same as the rest of you. I see. Although not part of the Holy Grail War, they have been given master status. But that's so important. What's so important to them that they're willing to choose to be trapped inside the Moon Cell? Didn't I already tell you? I'm looking for someone. A friend of a friend who fell foul out here. All I can go to was part of their mind is ensnared in the virtual world. So here I am. As for me, I sense a potential shift in the future and came here to make sure nothing came of it. My detestable elder sister showed up at the same time, so we decided to set up shop here. Now, I'm kind of forced to stay here and and so I can keep an eye on her as well. This woman is a hateful and evil, and her research is more Robert J. White than Marie Curie. Well, break time's over. I need to keep searching. You two keep chit-chat at a minimum. In an obvious attempt to end the further conversation, Toko Aozaki loudly clears her throat. Much more disturbing than her rudeness is the fact that she never denied Aoka's accusations. Alright, that's pretty much all we have right now. Let's go to the first floor and go ahead. Tyke isn't here right now. Oh, actually, we can take a look and see if Caster has anything to say right now. Alright. Is there anything new today or just the usual? Ah, I think we finally got the perfect battles achievement. Don't worry, Caster, I have no idea how to play Go. And we get Ninetales. I gratefully take the item Caster had for some mysterious reason tucked in her bosom. I've been wondering about this for a while now, but where does Caster keep all of her stuff? Could her sash actually be a gateway to another dimension? It's even blue. Alright.
その勘の良さがなんで恋愛関係に働かないのかは不満なんですけどね。そっちに関しちゃご主人様はかなりの難敵です。
Alright, that means we finally got 100 perfect battles. Now, the one we need to do is 300,000 damage taken, which honestly is worse than the perfect battles, since it will take so long. We can take a look at what this is. And the other one is defeat 5 rare monsters and acquire 500,000 points. Which, yeah, it's gonna take a while. Anyways, let's take a look at what she gave us. not here, where is it then? There we go. A good luck charm harvested from Castor. What it's made of, what it's made out of, it's a secret. Alright. Let me see. Yep, it's just an item. Alright, on to the next area. Master, about that guy. Looking into his eyes was like peering into those of a corpse. Whatever, if anything happens, I'll just have to act accordingly. Let's get going. Yeah, we're gonna get absolutely destroyed here. But, oh well, it's part of the story, so we really can't do much. Bang! I think I felt an enemy nearby, but it may be my imagination. How strange. Keep going, Master, but be careful. Alright, let me just do the usual stuff. For exploration. And this one is the there we go. Not that it really matters, as long as we do go for this turn, we have to get out, so A familiar black cloak strikes into a field of vision. There's no mistaking that form, that gaze. It's none other than Julius, but even though we're in the arena, there's no sight of a servant. What could this... Bingo! I knew that slime ball was here. Meh, his servant isn't here. He's got a lot of guests to walk around defenseless. It's called confidence, sweetheart. Huh? And she's down. What just happened? In the space of a second, the air grew thick, and then I heard a thud, as if something big hit the floor. But there was nothing there. But there was no mistaking that Castor has collapsed on the floor. No, why? It's over. Let's go. Hmm? Not satisfied. Do you want to slice off their heads too? Nah, there's no need. I've hit their heart, which is enough, but... Yeah, that's enough. We've got... they're as good as dead. I see. Let's go then. Maybe it was just my imagination, but Julius barely glanced at me before walking off. Julius turned away from me, melting back into the dimly lit passage, like some kind of apparition. That voice must have belonged to Julius' servant. He said something pretty ominous. They're as good as dead. Castor isn't moving. I can't think of anything but that terrible sight. My strong, capable servant is lying helpless on the floor. We just came to off the wrong side of a surprise attack. I can't believe that what I'm seeing. This can't be real. It's a dream, right? No, I can't wake up from this dream. It's real. What just happened? He's got some kind of skill that makes him presence and even sentient completely an assassin servant, but the way he risked his presence isn't normal. Alright, we got the first matrix out of him. Castor hardly gets up. It's clear that she is worse for the wear. I'm sorry, my dear master. I've been defeated. And she's down again. Castor. Seeing that I am safe, Castor sighs in relief and collapses again. I have to fix my servant as soon as possible. Yeah, no exploring today, it's just that. Couldn't even get a single level in. I'm sorry.
マスター、私の霊覚も戻ってきたし、マスターももう一人前だって思って油断していました。マスターが気づかなくても、私が気を張っていれば守ってあげられるってうぬぼれていたんです。ごめんなさい。すぐに戦えるようになりますから、どうかそれまでは無理しないで。
I can only imagine how much it hurts Castor to even speak. She must be really worried about me. She must have foreseen Julius' assassination attempt on me. That must be why she tried so hard to protect me by herself. so that I would have nothing to worry about. However, the enemy servant somehow overcame her vigilance, focused on protecting her master. Castor never thought she would become a target.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。私、また、私のせいで、使いたい人を、なくしてしまう。
Castor has no reason to apologize for any of this. I should have been paying attention. The responsibility for Julie's successful ambush is mine alone. I have to do something to help Castor recover as quickly as possible. I owe her that much for protecting me. And we will do that tomorrow. Alright, the next day. I haven't processed yesterday's events yet. Castor fell asleep yesterday in our private room, but it's morning and my servant isn't awake yet. That's a problem. Looking at my servant, the words of Julius' invisible servant taunt me. Death is inescapable. Death. If Castor is gonna die, my strong wise servant is always defended. Stupid me, really gonna die. As much as my heart wants to deny it, my brain can't. Castor sucks in labored breaths but doesn't awaken. I have to do something. Knowing that I have to do something doesn't mean I know what to do. When I rush out of the room to collect my thoughts, I run into a concerned-looking Ranni. Hakuno, good morning. Oh, hi Ranni, good morning. Absentmindedly a reply. You don't look so well. Has something happened? Ranni's worried tone jumpstarts my adult mind into processing things again. The first thing I notice is that my face is stiff with worry. Belatedly, I turn and greet Ranni with a smile. I'm glad to see you up and about. Yes, I'm fine. I've gotten enough rest now. No, it's you I'm worried about. Hakuno, what has happened? Please tell me if you can. You provided me with great service. The professor said someone might someday. So I might repay you. Her professor. Ranni talks about this individual a lot. What kind of things have they taught her? Immediately after creating me, my professor said to me, find someone who treasures you for more than the doll you are. For when I do, that is when I will have a soul. That's why I have kept searching. And I found that someone. You, Hakuno. You are so unlike my professor, and yet you are the one. Yes, you are my owner. So please, let me assist you. Owner? Owner? It seems like Ranni has been looking for a protector to take the place of her professor. After an involuntary and somewhat bewildered silence, Ranni goes on. Hakuno, you have made me more whole, but I am beholden first and foremost to my professor. Up until now I have thought my duty was to understand the lessons my professor taught me. However, Hakuno, I wish to aid you in my own free will, not for my professor, if you permit. Of course I welcome her help. It's reassuring to know that even in the Holy Grail War, cooperation is possible. I'm luckier still that Ranni is so skilled. But being her owner is a little over the top. I wonder if friend will do.
Hi.
Friend. If you wish, Hakuno. Now, I ask not because I needed proof of our bond, but may I link your portable terminal with mine, Hakuno? I see no reason to object. I nod my assent and hand my portable terminal over to Ranni. Ranni chants softly, and suddenly the terminal blinks. That must mean it's connected. Ow, my ears. The linking was successful. Now you should be able to keep in contact even if you're in the arena. Cool. Now we can communicate any time. I'm glad Ranni is on my side. She smiles when I thank her. I lack the vast experience of my professor, and on top of my character, sorry. And on top of that, I have lost my servant. But I am still an alchemist of Atlas, and if there's anything I can help with, please ask. Anything. That's right. Ranni may know a way to revive Castor. What? Your servant was injured by the Black Scorpion. Is your servant okay? When I tell her my servant is still asleep in her private room, Ranni ruminates for a moment. Your servant is still asleep in your private room. Will you please show me right away? I may know a way to revive your injured servant. Definitely not saying no to that. I nod curtly and accompany Ranni to my private room. Castor should still be asleep in there. This is Your nerves, your magic circuits are in disarray. In layman's terms, the pipe that supplied magic to your servant has been blocked. The servant thrives off their master's magic. Without it, they cannot even sustain their body's existence. Your servant is sustaining their body with their own magic alone right now. But the source is finite. Unless their master's supply resumes, they will perish in a few days' time. I have a grasp of the situation. I will think of something. Please come see me again later. I will be waiting for you at my usual spot in the first-floor hallway. Ranni leaves the room, the look in her face solemn. Frustration at my powerlessness wells up every time I see Castor in pain, but it's accompanied by the urge for me to get help fast. With Ranni's help this evening, I'll form a plan of action. It's been hours since I spoke with Ranni about it. Maybe she'll found a way to help my servant. I guess I should head to the third floor. Alright. Oh, I see you're in fine health. Are you alone? Whatever might your servant be? I twirl around to find the source of the voice, but there's no one there. I don't sense anyone. But there's no mistaking that it was the voice of Julius the servant. In other words, the malicious unknown man who incapacitated, there we go, Castor yesterday. Just hearing the sound of his voice petrifies me and makes me break out in the cold sweat. I try to flee, but my body rejects that command. Haha, no need to be so tense. I'm really happy to be taking a leisurely stroll on my own. So he's saying if Julius isn't there commanding him to, he isn't interested in finding me. Why such surprise? I'm not so savage to deal death when there's no need. Although I do applaud that you learned to be more cautious after your fight with Julius. He and I are kindred spirits, but I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I killed as often as him. The insane servant laughs heartily. I get the impression he's not the unrestrained killer Julius is. Listen, I only kill one person every fight. That means just one person will inevitably die. But it seems that your servant still lives? Take pride in that servant, O great Magus, for they evaded my fist if only for an instant. It's a pity that I will be forced to kill an opponent I have enjoyed more than any before. A pity. Maybe Julius the servant isn't a mad hellhound I thought he was. Then maybe he's just willing to heal my injured Castor. Stay request. As much as I'd like to assist you, my fists bring only destruction. My fists are murderous things, only able to rend the flesh and break the bones of the human body. The number that survived is 0. So as you see, I am no honorable warrior, just an executioner. So you must aid your servant with your own hands, if you have an enjoyable fight. Good day, then. I enthusiastically anticipate you and your servant's eventual retaliation. After those words, the air is suddenly less tense. Did he leave? Anyways, right now there's no sense in standing around and wallowing in my own powerlessness. Indeed. After this, we have to talk to Ranni, but let's see if Castor has anything to say. Okay, good. Castor's still breathing. What the heck was that attack? And even Castor saw it coming. To figure out what happened, I can kiss my thoughts of victory goodbye. First things first. I have to get Castor to recover, or I won't even be able to explore the arena. I should ask Ranni. I bet she would know what to do. Alright, go into the third floor. Talk to Ranni. Hey, Ranni. Hakuno, thanks for coming here to see me. As far as I can determine, Castor has had significant damage done to their magic circuits. If your servant does not receive an infusion of magic soon, they will be alive to see tomorrow. Dead by tomorrow. Whatever the case, what can I do before tomorrow comes? How can I supply them with magic? I have a solution that will work, even if it is a curse that won't break until you defeat your foe. Ranni looks directly at me and continues to speak in an almost indifferent tone. The solution to your problem is simple. I will temporarily send my power to Castor. Ranni will send her. Is that even possible? I don't know where to begin. First of all, I can't even imagine how that would work.
Hi.
There's a bit of preparation that'll need to be done, but it shouldn't be an issue. First, I'll connect to the Holy Grail while you're in the arena and open a temporary back door. through it, I'll be able to send magic to your servant. Consider it a spare fuel tank if you must. Is that even possible? More important, how much stress will I put on Ranni's body? I appreciate your concerns, but it is the only way, Hakuno. However, if you disapprove, Rani doesn't have a problem with it, who am I to object? And it's not like I have a choice, so what do you need me to do? First, go to the arena and put this in a place that'll be easy to hack into. And she says that she hands me a black cube, and this is? It is a bypass circuit. Once in place, it will allow me to provide the flow of magic into the arena. Once you're in the arena, I will walk you through the details. For now, please go to the arena. I'm glad I spoke with Ranni. I'm sure everything will be turn out okay, somehow. For now, I better head to the arena like Ranni said. We will just in a little bit. For now, let's go into the first floor, talk to Taiga, and then talk to Sakura. You look dejected. I know I'll cheer you up. Doing another favor, so what say you? Yes, ma'am. You're such a kind person, and kudos for staying positive. About my humble request, I'd like to track down something another student lost. It was a digital representation of a coin that has been in their generation family for countless generations. The item in question will be deleted in 2 days, so don't take too long to find it. And will not. Let's go talk to Sakura so we can have the reward for today. I'm so glad to see you again, Hakuno. Congratulations and welcome back. This isn't a lunch, but I hope you enjoy it. On to the first floor, and let's go into the arena. Let me see, there's not really much else, right? Nah, we're good. In we go. Going to the arena alone would be stupid and fatal. I'm coming with you. I was planning to enter the arena alone, but Caster would have noticed immediately. It's obvious that my servant isn't in no condition to fight effectively, if at all. However, if I have no choice but to have them join me, the fact that if I entered the arena alone, I wouldn't last a minute. The 5th round has arrived, and Caster said that they would fight, injured and all. Knowing the consequences of my actions, I ask that you fight alongside me anyways. Of course, you probably expected nothing less from one you're fought with alongside with. Now, that's the master I know and love. Anyways, death and battle go hand in hand. So regardless of my condition, protecting my master is the only thing that matters to me. Alright, let's just go ahead and collect items, get the things, and then get the hell out of here. It seems we're able to get into the arena. As I said earlier, find the weak point in the arena's firewall and set up a bypass circuit. I'll guide you along, so please listen to my transmission. Yeah, go ahead. And also, when I connect with the Holy Grail, that means I will link to you, Hakuno. I'll have to intrude on your files a bit, so please forgive me. Whatever Ranni needs to do, she has my permission. If I want to carry out Ranni's plan, I'll need to avoid contact with the enemy. Indeed. Yes, I am, Ranni. Yeah.
では始めましょう。総額的にこの迷宮にはハッキングに適した6つの弱点があります。私はそこにマーカーをつけておきました。順番に見ていきましょう。
Indeed. Alright, so we don't want to fight the enemies just yet, so I'm going to just stun them.
端末を近づけてください。残念です。その防壁は手に負えない。
Alright.
そこも私には解けません。
Let's see. Alright, we're good on that
ごめんなさ
front.
い。ダメです。どうぞ次を。
Right. You can go ahead and open the item
恐れと高
things.
揚感とこの風景は私の過去にはなかった。
Good to know. Excuse me. Fuck, damn it. Caster wasn't fast enough with her thing. Yep, no other way around it. We have to do this.
よく燃えますね。よく燃えますね。
Nicely done.
秘密よ集え。
Nicely done.
よく燃えます
But you see, it does take a long time to deal with enemies. So you have to be extra slow on this. There, we got him. That should do it. There we go. Alright, excuse me. Alright, it is right there. That's the one we need to collect. So let's do that one last. Right now we can go over here and over there. So let's go there, do those two. There we go. And on the other side, I don't think the rare enemy is gonna spawn today, but I can take a look. There it is. I think that's Tiger Quest, probably. There it is. Nice. Alright, this way. Gonna stun it so we don't have to deal with it accidentally. Alright, this way is to the exit and to the how do we call it? The there, the thing. It's being guarded by this guy, but I think we can just dodge him. There we go. I apologize, my master. Our exploration was delayed because of me. Nah, we're still doing good time, honestly. I'm just avoiding the last piece on purpose, so that's on me. Alright, let's deal with the rest. Alright, let's have to go all the way around. It's a whole thing. Man, those guys are there still. Alright, stun that guy. We don't want to fight today, so I'm just gonna avoid everything. Alright, he doesn't spawn today, so we're pretty good on that. Just stun this guy. I know we don't really have to fight this guy because he won't follow us, but it's always good to stun them. And this is Staff of Fortitude. Alright, that's pretty much all we can do for here. There's another little area over there where the correct thing is. Oh, there we go. Let's just go there before we do anything else, and that's pretty much gonna be it for injured caster here. Grab that. That should be pretty much it. Just go over here and get that end. There we go. It appears you found a place suitable for hacking the portable terminal with SCART signal. I shall analyze it with more detail to see if it is an appropriate place for a bypass circuit. It's all you, Ronnie. She responds quickly. Yes, that place is suitable to establish a bypass circuit. I will circumvent the barrier by channeling magic from the Holy Grail that maintains the arena. You hear it whisper something. I will conduct an unauthorized entry from the terminal. Please remain still. We won't know until the test is out, but it appears the bypass circuit was successfully created. Now then, let's continue this to the school grounds. And no sooner than I have replied in acknowledgement, there's an aura of death sends chills through my body. I roll around to see. I think your victory declaration may have been premature. Julius! Our prey is running free when they when they should be rotting. What is this? Did you have mercy on them? No, not at all. I'd say they were just good enough to evade the full force of my strike. I see. This time, let's be sure to leave them corpses. My servant isn't in condition to fight properly, but we have no choice but to defend ourselves. Look for an escape. I think that's pretty much what we have to do, yeah. I'd never win. Challenging this fierce opponent while my servant is exhausted like this. I need to escape somehow, but I'm facing the harshest of all the masters I've encountered so far. And he and his servant are like pairs of hawks who would only revel in swooping down their fleeing prey. I have to prepare for the worst. Hakuno, I will perform a forced withdrawal on you. Accompanying Rani. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. Accompanying Rani's voice is a blinding light that comes shooting out of my terminal. No sooner than I hear Rani's words does the light expand around me. My vision goes wide, all senses are snuffed out. The bright light forces me to clench my eyes shut, and as I give my body over to a stronger gravitational pull, the spiritual ones that make up my body are compressed to a single point and removed from the arena. My consciousness condenses like two-dimensional becoming one, and then traveling far beyond. In that strange time-space, connection established. Are these her files? I hear Rani's voice. That cannot be. Her voice wavers, as if she's so shocked she can hardly speak. She has no body. She softly mutters the searing truth. No caster with us today. But we did... Oh, okay, now we're just messing with you. What did I miss in that arena? I guess we still have tomorrow to look at it. But I'll take a look at it. I remember how long I've been out. The last thing I remember from yesterday is Julius' attack and then being swallowed by light. Still dazed, I move my head some. It appears my motor skills are intact and my body okay. I'm sore all over, but I'm alive. I sit up and open my eyes. Good morning, Hakuno. I'm so relieved you're awoken. You have been asleep since they imposed withdrawal. Checking my portable terminal, see the day has passed. Rani ejected me from the arena, then when Julius attacked. I've been in shock ever since, I guess. Thank goodness the arena is danced with magic. I would not have been able to extract you elsewhere. A silver lining in a dark cloud, I suppose. That's right, about the bypass circuit. Is it in progress?
Hey.
The bypass circuit is providing a satisfactory influx, so I should be able to supply magic. What a relief. It is pure luck that Rani found the way to heal Caster just in time. By the way, do you mind closing your eyes for a while? Huh? Wonder why. Still, I do as I am told. Please keep them closed until I say. This is my imagination as Rani really goes by. Suddenly there's a soft touch against my lips. Is that another procedure that'll supply my servant with magic? Yeah, I guess we can say that. It's alright to open your eyes now. Just now, I'm in a program that interrupts the contractual bond between you and your servant. I should now be able to supply magic to your servant directly from my own person. That soft sensation still lingers on my lips. When I look at Rani, she blushes and looks away. There is nothing questionable to my actions. You are my keeper, no, my friend. All that has left is to perform the ceremony in which I will supply magic to your servant. I shall have that done soon, so please come back this evening. Can't keep leaving everything up to Rani. Is there anything at all I can do to help? No, there is nothing you can assist with. However, I do have a request. Namely, I'm going to perform a ceremony in the nurse's office, so please do not speak. Don't peek. I suppose she doesn't want any distractions. I should do as she says and wait until the evening. I wonder how long it's been since Rani took Caster down to the nurse's office. According to the time on my terminal, it's not all that much time has passed. I wonder if my anxiety comes from being in the middle of a war zone, or am I closest ally by my side? I guess I'll have to go into the library and wait around for her to contact me. Or maybe I could head straight to the nurse's office. You already know what we're gonna do, so let's go into the nurse's office. Hey there, Sakura, you been kicked out, huh? Oh, hello, hi there, Hakuno. As soon as Rani showed up, I was unceremoniously shown the door. She's up too. I could get fired for this. How am I supposed to do my job out here? I know I was told to stay out, but I'm Castor's master. I can't help but be worried. What should I do? I better see what's going on. The truth is clear. As a master, the welfare of my servant should always come first. And I pull my hand on the door. I feel a slight shock, as if I'm plugged it into a socket. I crack the door open and peek inside. Let the games begin! You're still, like this, if you need a current condition. Oh dear. Yeah, you really don't want to mess with Castor. I can't really see anything. What's going on in there? If I open a little bit more. As I open the door, an incredible fragrance overwhelms my senses. The scent is impossible to define, but it somehow stimulates every fiber of my being. All of a sudden, what could that possibly... who's there? I see flashing lights, and my body goes numb. As I sink into the floor, my mind totally blank. I must have set off some incredibly powerful trap, but for the instant, I saw a naked, slender leg. You shouldn't have done that. You'll just have to wait a little while longer. Her anger washed over me like a wave. All I could think about was her leg, and another. No, better not dwell on that. Next time I'll try to peek well will probably be fatal. Let's go kill some time in the library instead. Look at Rani getting all flustered and awkward. Isn't she cute? If I were her, I'd do more than... What the hell? She definitely doesn't seem like herself right now. It's actually kind of creeping me out, so I think I should just leave her alone for now. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a foreshadowing for the next game. Alright, let's just go to the library, have the boring conversation with Leo, and then get out of here. I can't prowl the library until I hear from Rani. Better make the most of that time still remains. As I comb through the bookshelves for more information, the presence of some unseen person distracts me.
Konnichiwa.
Hello. The source of that voice could only be Leo. Well, nobody wants from me. I've come to bid you farewell. I hear your next opponent is my brother. His brother? He's talking about Julius. Oh, you didn't know? He and I are stepbrothers. Of course, that has nothing to do with this participation in the Holy Grail War. His only reason for being here is to protect the next head of the Harway family. I don't know what he means exactly by bid you farewell. There's no way you'll win. With that in mind, I wanted to say my farewells before your inevitable demise. Damn the balls of this kid. Our skills level may be different, but I have no intention of just rolling over and dying. Some things can't be overcome through strength of will. My brother is simply too skilled for you to defeat. That may be true, but even you can't predict how our battle will end. There's no absolutes, especially in this world. Yes, I suppose you are right. There are no guarantees even for him. I have no argument to offer. He gives us a little nod, as if in appreciation for the limits this mortals face. But I don't think that nod was just for me. It was for his brother Julius. If heaven sides against my brother, he is not the one to fight it. However, that is a discussion for another time. In this case, I believe my brother will be victorious. But should he be defeated then, it'd obviously be a result of bad luck. Perhaps he has no luck at all? How can he be so pragmatic about the possible death of his own brother? Why wouldn't Leo's wish for Julius to claim victory? No, I would never go as low as to wish for victory of any kind. That's not the way of kings. As heartless as this may sound, my brother's victory or defeat will be of no consequence to me. His efforts will all be self-serving. If that effort doesn't benefit his lord, then it has no meaning. More to the point, his victory here will mean nothing, for I will be the sole victor and the sole survivor of this war. Eventually he will die by my hand. Why then would I wish for his success in the preceding rounds? Although if there is any consolation to be found, it'd be in the fact that he will have died for a purpose. My brother will have the foundation on which I will build my rule, from which the masses will benefit greatly. So this is how Leo sees everything. So these are the true thoughts of one who has been ordained to rule the world. My business with you has now come to an end, so if you will excuse me, I must be going. I've been meaning to have a serious conversation with you for some time. Now, as long as you believe that you'll survive until the end, farewells made now would be premature. I will probably meet again, should the chance presents itself. Yeah, go ahead and do your stuff, buddy. And just as they had when he appeared, the sound of his footsteps managed to convey his regal bearing. I didn't need Leo to point out how just more skilled Julius is at combat than me. However, I have no intention of giving up. After all, I am not in this alone. I finished my magic restoration. Castor should be fine now. He'll meet me in the first floor. And let's go indeed. Hakuno. Just like the terminal said, when I reach the first floor, Ranni is waiting for me. My servant is behind her. Master, I'm all better now. It's a big relief to see Castor smile. Since she's extra bouncy, things seem to be going well. Ranni, on the other hand, looks a tad exhausted. Was healing that difficult? No, I'm fine. I should have expected no less from Castor. Anyways, there's no longer any problem with Castor's magic. Oh good, that's a relief. Their office smells sweet. Maybe I should ask what they did there for future reference. If you want to know what happened, Castor can inform you in detail, but I'm a loyal servant. I can share anything with my master. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Oh, but I better cut the main body from power surge for so higher ups don't yell at me. Main body power source? I don't know what she means, but what are they doing there? Oh, then again, Master, you're such a horn dog. In any case, Hakuno, even though I told you not to, you still peeked. How could I not? I'm a master. I care for that. What's happens to my servant? It is good to feel that way, but it's like you weren't caught in the trap I had if you had entered. You would have suffered severe brain damage. The trap was meant for the enemy, not you. It's kind of scary how powerful Ranni is. I'm glad I didn't interrupt her. Well, I gotta thank Ranni. She looks worn out. Oh, there's no need to thank me. It was no imposition. I'm a bit tired though. I shall return to bed for the remainder of the day. Thank Ranni and saying farewell. Soon as she leaves, the gravity of our situation returns to me. Julius' servant is strong. I have to be able to retaliate, or I will become a digital debris. Don't worry, Master. You won't see me compromised like that again. If you did, I'd be ashamed. It's true that the caster class defenses are penetrated easily, so we just need to plan for it. Other casters have planted daggers into their purses, you know. Don't fear, Master. I'm going to kick the butt of that servant with my magic. What a bold assertion from one who just crawled out of their graves. Please no, not the cold rush of death again. By the time my senses revive, Julius has come to confront me. Ah, here comes Mr. Gloomy. You were mean to me, so now I'm going to spill your secret. You reversed the yin-yang spiral through the breathing technique, the 7 bountiful holes of blood. It's a technique that harnesses universal energy. I've heard of Kenpo artists like you. There we go, we got Matrix 2. Let me see. Yes, splendid. How marvelous, my opponent. With my fist, I will crush you into powder and grind you into the earth. Ah, this cheap liquor. I drink and drink. I never get satiated, right, Julius? Yeah, okay. If by joy you mean bloodlust, I have no interest. Be brief about your business. How about you, my enemy? You must take some joy in bloodshed. Ew, I'm nothing like you. Well, I might have fun, but that doesn't mean I crave it. Not like with sweets. Plus, my master's a kind-hearted person. Nothing like you. What were you thinking becoming an assassin rather than reaching a status like yours? After reaching a status like yours? Jeez, I don't get it at all. Ha, you've landed a blow below the belt. It is true, I have plenty, very much strained off my path. The dark side is seductive, as any martial art instructor knows. Like a snake eating its tail. Death leads to blood leads to blood. Ah, he's burning with the desire to spill blood. He wants to kill us badly, Master. Watch out, Master. This stupid guy is going to start trouble here. It's unavoidable. If we don't go to the offensive, we'll die here. I'll give it all we've got. Hold. Everyone freezes as Kotomini's single word. Coming from him, that single word holds special weight. Now, I'm sure you don't need to tell me this, but fighting on school grounds is prohibited. If you are so eager to kill each other, do it where I won't see. Otherwise, I have to stop you. If you choose to continue, I will be forced to slap you both with a penalty. What shall it be? We don't care, do we, Julius? My interest is waned. Let's go. I don't wish to be saddled with a penalty for ending this weakling. Fair enough. I do wish to avoid a dull fight. Julius leaves. His unseen servant follows, apparently. You will save it for the arena as well, I take it? That's the venue for a vent to your passions. With that said, Kotomini leaves. Well, if nothing else, I'm glad my servant's back to normal. Like Kotomini said, we can go back to exploring the arena. There's no time to stand around. I head off to the arena. Let's just see if Cass has anything. Come on. There we go. Cass has anything to say. Then we can go into the arena. The fox-tailed priestess dances around the room. This normally dreary room seems to be bathed in brilliant colors. Hold on a second. Did you just blur out something incredibly important? Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I didn't even realize, honestly, that she said Tamamo, honestly. Wow, she even repeated herself. But seriously, is this really okay? Also, I thought that when a servant finally revealed their true name, it was something more awe-inspiring. I mean, after all, the build-up leading up to the big climax, should there be more fanfare, explosion, something? Yeah, I wouldn't really say that, but whatever you wish to call yourself, I guess. Yeah, we saw a hell of a sight, wouldn't it? With the cat, Tamamo no Mai climbs up on a desk and strikes a heroic pose, fingers pointing at me. Her enthusiasm is probably representative of every servant that they reveal their true name, but as she's having so much fun, I figure why point that out. It'd be complicated to explain exactly why I think this. Yeah, makes sense. Her smile confirms my suspicion. Now that I know her name, I can see her entire life unfolding in my mind. Tamamo no Mai, the fox spirit that was said to be the catalyst for a rebellion within the Imperial Court. That is her true name. Matrix 2. Uh-huh. I'm sure you do. Right. We will do that. She will show us, I think, in the day 6 of this week. Yeah, probably. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. Tamamo's enthusiasm has me pumped up my hand clenches into fists on their own accord. She's right, our battle with Julius is just now truly begun. We won't have much time left, but when we next meet, we will get the better of him. Alright. Should have more of her Tamamu's matrix, so let's take a look at it. That's Julius's, but whatever. It's Julius. Red Lily of Killing Stone of Nasu. This skill involves the use of the infamous Killing Stone of Nasu. After her death, Tamamo no Mai's spirit began to haunt the area around this stone, and also imbued it with a terrible curse that killed any creature who came near it. Originally located in the Nasu highlands of Tochigi Prefecture, the stone was shattered by a virtuous monk by the name of Genu, who then scattered the pieces across 3 places in Japan, and is believed that the shards of the rock evolved into fox spirits known as in Japanese as Kitsune and Inukami. The legends go on to say that these newly born spirits were bound as familiars by wizards, powerful enough to establish contracts with the divine. Maleficium EX. The sacred rituals of the Dakini goddess. The rituals confer the abilities to perform such actions as foretell the time and place of one's death and manipulate the hearts and minds of both men and women. Due to a number of very harsh lessons and impressed upon her in the past, Tamamo no Mai no longer uses it. Makes use of her still formidable skills in these areas. Transformation A. This refers to the ability of either in changing one's appearance or borrowing the physical forms of another. As a kitsune or fox spirit, Tamamo no Mai is able to alter her appearance and even species at will. However, due to a traumatizing event in the past incarnation that resulted in her death and temporary damnation, she rarely, if ever, uses this ability. In the final years of the Heian period, there was a beautiful courtesan in service of the Emperor Toba known as Tamamo no Mai. Born Mizukume, she first entered the court as a servant at the age of 18, but quickly became a well-respected lady and a favorite of the Emperor himself due to her incredible beauty and the depth of her intelligence. While the stories become somewhat murky on this point, the most widely expected theory is that an itinerant fortune teller visiting the Emperor Toba's court discovered Tamamo no Mai's true identity as a nine-tailed fox spirit. Tamamo no Mai was denounced as the cause of the Emperor's lingering illness and was driven out of the palace and onto the plains of Nasu, where she was killed, trying to defend herself against an army of 80,000 soldiers sent by the Emperor. While no one knows exactly what happened to her afterwards, it is believed she has transformed into a legendary killing stone. There we go. Alright, anything new? Anything else on your mind, or can we just go into the arena now?
未だご主人様ともども成長途中の私ですが、切り札を見せる準備は整いました。あとは勝負の場を整えるだけ。
Alright, she's just preparing her noble phantasm, so that's that, and let's go on to the arena. This must mean our enemies are close. I'm feeling super, so let's exchange some revenge. Let's see if we can make the Doctor, Mr. Doom and Gloom even frownier. Alright, so we're not gonna be able to do any damage to him because plot reasons, but yeah, it's nothing really to be concerned about, really. Just go ahead, do your stuff. Kill a few enemies. Yep, like that guy. I want to get hit actually, but there we go. Come here.
いただきます。お任せください。
nice. Actually, hit me. There we go. Give me a second. Sorry about that again. Alright. I am just gonna go and show the arena until we reach Julius, so don't really worry much about that. I'll be showing the arena 3 times in a row. Alright. Yeah, I'm kind of playing stupid on purpose because I want to get how do you say the damage taken achievements. There we go. Should be around here, right? Somewhere. I don't really remember where he goes. Oh, there he is. Ooh, that was a big damage. Alright, let's deal with Julius first so I can do all the rest. Just, yeah, he's in the way. I don't understand. You know the difference in our abilities, so why would you come after us? This has gone beyond ignorance. I'll happily crush your imbecilic exuberance underfoot. Get so full of yourself. Same with a sneak attack. We're not going to fall for that again. Well said. Julius, would you leave this to me? Yes. We would be in trouble if you wouldn't handle yourself in the 6th round. Do as you please. You have my thanks. Now then, young one, how about you gamble your life with that pride of yours? I'll take 3 strikes in this fight. If you can hit me within that time, you win. Decent terms, right? Won't even need 3 turns. I'll smash that pride of yours with no mercy for you whatsoever. Right. Let's begin. Taste the fist of an assassin. Alright.
さて、どこを壊していいものやら。
He is just pretty much just gonna wait. He is gonna hit like twice, I do think. That's pretty much what he's gonna do. Just in case, I am gonna go ahead and for this, then go for. Alright, let's see.
く燃えますね。炎天よ走れ。炎天よ走れ。
Right, I forgot. In this battle, he only attacks you on the fourth turn. In the fourth turn. So it's just you keep using skills, he won't attack you. But you really can't do anything either way, so. Yeah, see, look. See, doesn't do anything. You stood your ground. See, Julius? They're not that insignificant warriors you think they are. We managed to survive. Julius' servant was true to his words and only struck back at intervals. But I would easily imagine if this is one those strikes made a direct hit, it would be fatal. Can't see him at all. It might be too hard for me. Caster evaded her opponent nicely, but it is certainly where the attacks would fall exhausted her. If not for the system's limitations, we would have been obliterated. The warning bells have rung. Lucky for you, I'll stop here. I would prefer to continue in a more appropriate venue. Until then, build your strength for me. After expressing anticipation for our future battle, the servant disappears. Julius glances our way and then follows suit. Might be able to win if I could just see him. We've gotta do something about that first. Yeah, Julius' servant possesses a really convenient ability to make himself invisible. Unless we identify and eliminate it, we might as well consider victory out of reach. There are 3 days left in the preparation period, and that time we have to demystify his technique. And we'll do that in the next part. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and explore the rest of the area, kill a few enemies, and then the rare enemy as well. And with that, I'm gonna cut here and return when we exit the arena. So see you in a little bit. Alright, that's it. Let's get the hell out of here. Yep. Thank you. An accomplishment, Master. You saw through one of the cagey servant's tricks. But, it'd be nice to be able to see the enemy. Tomorrow, let's cook up a plan to take the enemy, to make the enemy visible. Alright, that's pretty much everything we have for this one. Next part is gonna be the second map and the boss fight, so that's gonna be it for now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing new on anyone. And that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time for more Fate Extra. Ciao.